Hello everyone! Today we will be installing the cruise control module from LSK Electronics to the Yamaha Tenere 700 2025 year. So first I will show you what do you find in the package. So the cruise control module. Here is the holder for control module. I will explain later how to use it. Here you have two holders for the harness, and here is the wiring, and here you have cable ties for securing the cables. Okay guys, let me show you the harness. This connector fits to the dashboard, and from the dashboard the original connector is connected to one of these slots. Yeah. The second slot fits to the control unit. This connector is for the brake lever. This connector is for connecting the throttle signals, and this connector is the brake signal backup, and it is connected to the tail light. Okay, we must take out the both side plastic panels, windscreen, dashboard, the seat, and slightly lift up the fuel tank. We will start with the windscreen. It is super easy. There are 6 bolts. So and that's it. We will continue with the dashboard. Here is 1 bolt, and here you can see 2 bolts. Before removing the remaining bolt, I suggest to put some piece of fabric to this position to make sure you will not scratch the screen. Yeah. My harness is free now, but your harness will probably hold here. Yeah. Because here is some plastic clip which is holding the harness. You must take the wiring out from the plastic holder. Yeah, because after this you will be moving this harness to another position, so you will not use this clip. Yeah. Okay, now we can disconnect the connectors. Just be sure you push the locks before unplugging it. So 1 cable and 2nd cable. Now we will take out the side panels. Yeah, this and the second one. So I suggest to start with the standard bolts. And the same from second side. Okay, here from the bottom side you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plastic bolts. So just quarter rotation and the clip pops out. Yeah. it looks like this. When it is inside, yeah, you will just do a quad rotation and it will pops out, and then you can take it out. We have few remaining plastic clips here. So one, the same as before, is here. And the same is from another side. Okay, and now it should be possible to take these covers out. It is holding on steel clips, so just pull it out, pull it out carefully, and they should pop out. Yeah. Okay, and also here. Yeah. If you are worried about the scratching of this cover, you must dismount the frames. Yeah. And now we must disconnect the flasher connector. Standard one. Push this locker and pull it out. And absolutely the same principle on the second side of the bike. Now the seat. Now we will move to the following screws. We need to take out this bottom black screws. And then this silver screws. Then we will dismount the screws here. One is here on the top of the fuel tank, and second on the second side. Yeah. This black side plastic pedals is no longer holding on its place, so you can take them out. And here is the steel plate. And we will finally see the screws which is holding the fuel tank. This is the main holding spot. 2 screws and the second 2 screws. Last thing which we must take out to make the fuel tank free is this plastic clip, because it is holding the fuel tank and something here. Yeah, it is standard clip. You must push the center inside and then you can take the whole clip out. This is okay, you can let it here as it is. The same from the second side of the bike. The clip looks this way. This is installed position. You just push the center inside and then you can take it out. Yeah. If you want to install it back, you must do this. Push it into the hole and push this to this position. Now it should be possible to lift the tank, which we need to access some connectors. You can see here the holder. You must first pull the tank a bit backwards, and then you will be able to lift it up. I will show you. Now, for releasing the fuel tank, you must pull it backwards a bit and then when you notice that the movement is free, you can lift it up. Yeah, it is good to use some stick or something else and put it under the tank, and it will hold the tank for you. That is everything we need to access the throttle and the front brake connectors, which is placed here in these positions. Now we are looking on the bike from the right side, and here you can see the many connectors. And we must find the right ones. Yeah. So first connector which we need is this one. It is a 2-pin, not sealed connector, which leads to the brake lever. Yeah. So just disconnect it. It contains a locker, so you must push the locker and release the connector. Yeah. Maybe it will be not so easy as mine, because this was unconnected many times. And the second one is this big connector with 10 wires from every side. Yeah. And this connector leads to right handlebar, including the throttle. So also it have a locker, so just push the locker and pull it out. Yeah. There is one more connector which we need to install the cruise control. It is this white connector, but in stock this connector will be probably hidden under this tube. Yeah. So you have two possibilities. One possibility is that you will be tricky enough and take this connector out to access it. Or the second possibility is that you can dismount this every plastics to access this connector. My trick was that I used a longer cable tie, make it bend on its end, and then I was able to push it inside, yeah, and then this is only a demonstration, yeah. It will be way harder for you. Then do something and pull the connector out. It is possible. It's not easy, but it is possible, and then it is not needed to take these plastics out. Yeah. Okay, we can start the installation itself. So prepare the harness, and first we need these two connectors which lead under the tank. Yeah. So we must take this connector from the side to the second side. Lead the harness this way. And the rest we will do from the second side of the bike. You see that the cables are right in here, but it is from the top side of this tube. It is not good because on this tube is lying the fuel tank. So we must put it under this tube. Yeah. I'm here. Perfect. So we have the cables here. Now push it into the prepared connectors. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. and push them somewhere here. There will be, they will be hidden under the tank, so it must not be very nice. Okay, it is good to place some cable tie here to make the harness not be stretched so much. So, one cable tie, and that's it. Second option, which I don't like too much, is to pull the harness through this hole. But I'm not sure if it is super perfect, because this edge is quite sharp, and maybe it could cut the wires. Not tested. You can try it, but it is not tested, yeah? Okay, go back to the first side, to the left side of the bike. We have already prepared one of the steel holders here under this screw, so do it the same. Because the steel plate will nicely handle this cable. But not only this cable, but also the cable with this connector, which will lead to the back side of the bike, yeah? So something like that. Do not place the wires there now, but wait a moment. First we will place the control unit on its position. Now guys, we will prepare the cable from the dashboard, yeah? So it's found somewhere here. So this is cables from the dashboard, both of them, and it will lead here, yeah? Then you must locate and unscrew this screw which is holding the headlight, yeah? Because we use that for the second steel cable holder, yeah? So just dismount the screw and place the holder under the screw. And just because there is not too much space, I suggest to prepare the cable tie to this holder, yeah? So something like this, and mount it back on the bike. Okay, we have the wire from the dashboard prepared here. The cable tie is not tied yet, yeah, because there will be more cables in it. So just this is our actual position. Few words to the holder itself. This is the main body of the holder. The screw fits into the holder. This is the washer. So the holder will be from one side of the plastic panel. The washer will be from second side. It is fitting together. Then there is the steel washer, because this is still only plastic. And then it is secured by the nut, yeah? Then the control unit is holding on it this way, and the O-ring is for securing the control unit this way, yeah? So this is the completed holder. Now we will do it on the bike. Don't worry that the unit is bending here, because it is only my unit. It is the testing prototype, so it is not filled by the epoxy. Yeah? Your unit will be filled with epoxy. It will be compact and hard. Yeah? Now, as I shown you on last spot, we must install the holder to this hole, yeah. So the holder, the washer and nut from the second side, plastic washer, the steel washer, and the nut. Yeah. The wrench is number 8, and I will screw it this way. Do not tighten it too much yet, because we will need to change the position then, yeah. So we can install the unit on its place. And the right position will be something like that. Connect the wire from the dashboard to the bottom hole or bottom position. It should click. And this cable, which remains here, will be connected with the cable extender, which you should have in the package, yeah, and back to the dashboard. We will do it later. The second wire on the harness here, okay, here, and this will lead to the dashboard, yeah. So this way we need these cables here in this position under this plastic. We need them nicely sorted, yeah. So something like this, yeah. We have this cable prepared here. We have this cables sorted out here. Yeah. First and second. And there will be one more cable here. So not tight the cable tie yet. Yeah. Okay, and we have one remaining wire here, which will lead backwards. Now we know the length of the wires. Yeah, it will be something like this. Attach these wires to this steel holder. So I will use the cable tie here. Make sure that the wires are long enough, and it will also be good to lock it somewhere here. Something like this. Now we just need to wind this wire to the tail light, and harness will be almost ready. Reading of this wire to the back of the bike is mainly on your aesthetical feeling, but I like if this cable leads together with the main harness. So this way, and this way, yeah. Okay, and now it will be good if I have access to this space, so I will dismount this cover, yeah. Okay, this will be enough for me. And connect it here. Now just connect the wires to this connector. It also have the locker, yeah. So you must push the locker. Sometimes on this connector it is easier to push it here and pull it out, yeah. Because it is usually or often not so simple to push it as much as you need to release the connector, yeah. And connect this. If you don't like this, you can attach it with one more cable tie. Yeah. So remaining cable which we must connect is this extender, which should be connected here on the remaining wire. Lead it back to the dashboard. Yeah. And because we must know how long we need these cables, connect the dashboard now back. Again, I suggest to use some fabric or something to make sure you will not scratch the dashboard. On. Make sure that the cables are going the right way without any problems, and catch the dashboard on one screw. And now you know how long the cables should be. Here it is good, and it is necessary to make sure the one cable is not crossing another one, because if you move the handlebars to the end position, the front fork will theoretically touch the cables, which is not so good. Yeah, it is perfect if you sort out the cables to be one not crossing another one. Yeah, and now you can tie up the cable tie. Yeah. Now I recommend to turn on the bike and try if you can switch between the ABS off and on, because it will show you that the connection is right. Yeah. So with short push you should have the rear ABS symbol and the traction control symbol, and with long push you should have complete ABS system off and traction control off. With short push you should have everything on. Guys, just one more note to this side plastic panel, which is here. Here it is clip, which is holding the cable for the flasher. On our bike, I'm not sure if it will be same on your bike. On our bike, I must take the wire out from the clip, because the wire bumped into the control unit. Yeah. So if I put this out, it is fitting well. Yeah. Now guys, we must put the fuel tank back. Here check if there is enough space for the cables. And now please carefully check if there is enough space between the front fork and the cables. Yeah. The slight touch is okay, but there must not be any tension. Yeah. And one more aesthetical thing to this, we are making the wires a bit longer than it is necessary. Yeah, to make sure it will be fitting on every bike, because the harness can vary a little. Yeah, so if you don't like it, you can use one more cable tie and attach the cables. So somehow, if you are okay with the longer wires here, you can let it be. Yeah. So maybe something like this, and it is clean and nice. Okay. So now just put everything back on the bike and enjoy your new cruise control. Thank you for purchasing and thank you for watching.